Okay, so we're taking a look at rotations again. So the first problem is telling us to rotate 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. So if you take a look at all of your coordinates are positive x. Always make the mistake of not picking the pen first. Positive x and negative y. In other words, the x value is positive, we're going to the right, and then the y value is negative, we're going down. Now, if I take this page and I rotate it, and I can't do it now that I've locked it in, but we'll figure this out. So what I'm going to find out is that our values for x and y are going to switch places. So when I do a 90-degree clockwise rotation, that means I'm rotating this way around the ordered plane, or the origin around the coordinate plane. Can't get the words out. All right, so if we're rotating that way, that means that this shape is going to come over here. And every side that is horizontal right now, such as the bottom side, is going to turn into a vertical side. Okay? And every side that is vertical is going to turn into a horizontal side. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to switch the x and the y, okay, and we're going to change the sign of the y value. So we're going to go like this. Okay, we're switching the x and the y, and the y value itself is going to change. This should still stay a negative. Okay, we're going to the right 1 and down 2 to get to this first coordinate. So right 1, down 2. That means we're going to go to the left 2 and down 1. I switched them, okay, switched the order, and the second value, the new y, I changed to a negative. So left 2 and down 1 puts me right here. Okay, same thing for the next point. We can go right to here. Okay, that point is right 3, down 2. When I switch them, I go left 2 and the opposite of the 3. So down 3, left 2, down 3. Now, as I was saying to begin with, anything that was perfectly horizontal is now going to be perfectly vertical. You can see that that is a vertical line. The next coordinate was to the right 4, down 4. So again, this is only because it's a 90-degree clockwise rotation. So we switch places, and the second value changes sign. Now, it just so happened that they were both 4s. One of them was already negative. But that negative 4 here moved to the x value. And the positive 4 changed to a negative 4 when it became the y value. So that means I'm going to go left 4 and down 4. I can connect those two sides. And then if you see the shape, if you understand how the shape is built, you don't have to do the coordinates for the last shape. The last side from this point back to where we started was perfectly vertical. So now it's going to be perfectly horizontal. And that's it for drawing that shape. So what's the rule? So when we go 90 degrees clockwise, we switch x and y and change the sign of the new y. Okay, we switch the x and y, we change the sign of the new y. All right, that's the rule for rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Rotation 180 degrees. So this means that we are taking the entire coordinate plane and we're rotating it it does not matter the direction. We talked about that the other day, but we're rotating it 180 degrees. So essentially, however far up the y-axis your points are, you're going to go down the y-axis, that same number. So the bottom point right here becomes the top point there. The top point on that side goes to there. And now I'm going to switch my pen color so you can see the lines being drawn in. Okay. I'm going to switch it back and take a look at what the coordinates were. So the first point that I started at was at 0, 3. And it turned into 0, -3. Okay. The second point was at 0, 5. It turned into 0, -5. Now, here's where it gets a little bit trickier. So let's take, if this was my second point, let's make this corner my third point. First of all, the coordinate is left 5, up 5. It's now going to switch all the way down to here. That's a 180-degree rotation. Okay, again, I'll draw it in red. So that means that we're now switching the sign of the first and switching the sign of the second. Okay? And that's all there is to it. Said I was going to draw it in red, and I draw it in black. So there's that side. Now, from that corner, we drop 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of dropping, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us our next corner. Then we come to the right 2. So instead of that, we're going to go to the left 2. That gives us that corner. And we can check those coordinates. That coordinate right there is left 3, up 1. Now it's right 3, down 1. So you can see that both of the x and y changed signs. Then we come down to here, and we finish our shape. Once you have the pattern, you don't have to write all of the coordinates in. But it will help you if you write the coordinates down. Okay, so what is our rule? When we rotate 180 degrees, we switch both signs. So x becomes -x, y becomes -y. Whatever the sign was, you switch it to the opposite sign. You keep the numbers the same. Okay? That's all there is to it for 180-degree rotation. Now, similar to that, similar to the first problem, I should say, the rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise. So now we're going to go this way. Okay, that's against the clock. So we were to the right 1 and up 2 for this first point. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch the order again. So right 1, up 2. We're going to switch the order. And we're going to change now the x sign. So the new x is a negative. So that means we're going to go left 2 and up 1. Okay? Whatever was perfectly horizontal is now going to be perfectly vertical. So it's going to go up 2 because we went to the right 2. From there, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left. And we are coming diagonally back to here. And so the rule essentially stays the same, except we switch x and y and change sign of new x. So if it was positive, it becomes negative. If it was negative, it becomes positive. That's all there is.